know where we go.
Or the UFC comfortable. Just grab people up at the behest of ice. You see what the Eagles are doing? Talking about how we needed to remain in Jurassic Park. They have break battles and car shows and now we're working on our next podcast.
Right here.
But I was the first one to record Darnell. I'm not everybody in the room.
Once again, we back at it. It's the Build and Destroy show. Wicked Meticulous, May Dolly, HighRize in the building. Once again, for the special Mother's Day edition. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Any special Mother's Days you guys want to shout out?
Ooh, who deserves a special shout out? Man, maybe shout out to the people who maybe recently lost a mother and are having a day without their mom today. That can be, I imagine, a whole different vibe. So bittersweet, for many, I would think maybe send in some solace and some understanding and some motherly affection somehow, some way.
Well, I think, yeah, definitely as we age in this world, more of our holidays will be with less people that we grew up with and more people that we are raising, like our own children, hopefully come visit us on certain holidays.
Yeah.
But that is the circle of life.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to the moms out there. Well, I mean, we got a good batch of topics to run through. We might even have a guest pop in, possibly.
Hopefully.
But shoot, I mean,
Try to close this door. I can't really hear.
Well, on the topics that we got on the agenda, I think we got to start with one of these hip hop topics.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do the Rick Ross and French Montana since we started talking a bit or briefly about it. I know May actually checked it out.
Yeah.
I know, first
Terrible.
off, I must warn our listeners that Wicked Meticulous absolutely despises Rick Ross. Carry on.
No, you gotta shut it. It's too bright. Who says that? Charles Barkley? Terrible. Man, I tried to watch it as a fan, and I tried so hard to like it and enjoy it, but man, just immediately, it was supposed to be club bangers. That was the theme, club bangers. But they didn't learn from the last verses where the crowd was just super dead. So they're doing these club bangers, but everybody's sitting there still. I mean, there's a few women in the building, but for the most part, it's everybody just standing there. The crowd's dead. French Montana was getting up there rapping. And for the first couple songs, I was like, oh man, he's actually getting it. It's just his vocals and the beat. Oh, snap. And then a few songs later, there comes the backing track. And it ain't even backing track at this point. It's the studio recording track. And they're up there just standing there, letting the track perform for them. So there was no energy, no vocals, and Rick Ross, same thing, man. The stage presence is gone. maybe they just feel like, hey, we've made it to legendary status, so we don't even got to do anything. Like we just got to be on stage, and you just got to marvel at us being on stage. But
So what is this though? Like, is this a what are we like a live con? Is
The
it a live
verses.
con? Oh, this was a Rick Ross
yeah,
versus French
it's like a
Montana.
head to head.
That's the most recent verses.
Yeah,
I didn't even hear anyone talking about that.
yeah, and I
Like, I
think
didn't
that's
even know that
why.
that happened until just now.
Yeah, I think the magic is gone, man. It's not what it started off as in that basement when that was Swizz Beats and Just Blaze was the first official one. But that one had the energy of we're going at it. Like, yeah, we don't got to necessarily be battling. This could just be a celebration. But whatever you call it, it didn't feel like neither. When Rick Ross is up there against French, it didn't feel like a celebration or a battle. It just felt like everybody standing around listening to music together. So I don't know if they need to change the name or what they need to do, but it's false advertising for what it started off as.
Yeah,
Those guys,
I think those two
I
are
don't know.
kind of past their primes. I don't think there's that much interest, honestly.
It was so bad, like I had to go watch Dipset versus Locks as palate cleanser. And I was showing Andre, I was like, yo, this is actually what versus energy is. Cause the way Jadakiss and the Locks were handling that set, it felt like what we do. Like we don't use age as a crutch or an excuse to not tear it down. And none of them were really sweating. Like I don't know, it just didn't look like they was really working it out. But shouts to Max B, he was the only one having fun.
Hmm.
And if he wasn't there, it just would have been really mediocre on the stage tip.
I honestly think Max B's buzz is bigger at this moment than those than French or Rick Ross.
Yeah, I felt mad at first because I thought I know Max B and French are really good friends.
Yeah.
And French was there to kind of scoop him up when he came out of prison or whatever, but it almost felt like Max B was used as like a cheerleader for French. But then after a while, Max B never left the stage, so he was just up there having fun. So shouts to him for just
That's why people love him.
yeah, he had that youthful. People forget hip hop. You're supposed to have fun, and
That's
just
why people love him, because the wave. He's people just like that energy he's got.
I don't ever want to lose that feeling, man. As an artist, I want to keep having fun. I don't want to be so serious to where it's just everybody mugging each other. And like I said, this was supposed to be club night, so if that's a reflection of what the clubs are doing these days, then I'm glad I don't go anymore because it looks stale. It looked like everybody's so insecure to just have fun, or they don't want to be caught on camera being goofy or blah blah blah. But I don't know. It rubbed me the wrong way, man. It didn't look fun as a hip hop consumer or participant.
Where'd they have this one? Because like one person's Miami, another one's New York. So I'm just
Yeah,
curious.
this one was L.A. I want to say.
That's cool, because you got to kind of go neutral territory there in that situation. Wouldn't be fair to have it in a home city of either one.
Rick Ross had a few. He was rapping his own. Maybe it could have been that. Like, I know these songs really good, so I'll do these ones raw. But these other ones that are further back, I may need help with the backtrack. But again, shouts to the Locks. They're like, yo, we rehearsed for this. Like we treated it like what it was. And we still talk about Dipset versus Locks, but French and Rick Ross, I think the only content you'll see online is about people trashing it. People are very critical, even in the chat, the live chat. and then a lot of them, both of them have Drake features, right? So a lot of it was Drake songs, but they were cutting out Drake verses.
Right.
So that was the ongoing joke in the chat. I was in the chat too.
The battle became I'm less of a friend to Drake than I used to be.
Yeah, it was
versus
that.
you're more of a friend than
Yeah.
Drake to Drake still.
You said it.
I'll be the first one to take him off my song.
That's what happened.
Your play.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So the big joke is like that versus was Drake versus Drake. And there's a lot of ice cubes in the chat, like it don't matter what you guys are trying to do right now. It's Drake's month. He's dropping, so we don't care what you guys are doing.
Look, when you said there's a lot of ice cubes in the chat, I'm like,
Keeping
what?
it chilly?
No, because this project is the Iceman.
Okay.
I was like, Ice Cube? What the fuck does he have to do with this?
That's the rollout.
No, I didn't get it when you said it at first.
Yeah. Drake had a giant block of ice erected in his city. And the thing was, when the ice melted, that the release date would be at the bottom of that ice chunk.
Well, I definitely didn't watch the verses, but I guess I could say a couple things. You kind of pointed out that we've already talked about the rapping over the songs. So
I've done it. Shit, I've got a set where I did it, but it's how you do it too.
Listen, when you get book of verses, you're getting paid a lot of money, and you know about this in advance. It's not like someone asks you, "Can you do my cousin's birthday party next week?" Like, you got time to plan. Y'all ain't doing tours and shit. You don't have a regular job. You got 2 months. You got 3 months.
Yeah,
this is lazy, all you need to focus on.
Yeah,
it's lazy.
I can't see Rick Ross practicing. Like, no. I mean, well, in what world is that man practicing rap? There's no way.
All he did was keep showing up. He kept showing his stupid little. He has like this little iced out ring finger piece that like covers his whole finger. He just kept showing that. Like, it just felt like a caricature of what we do, man. It was, I'm gonna show my jewelry off, and then one track he's like, hold on, I gotta pour me a cup. And it was like 5 minutes of him opening this champagne and pouring it. Just, it was all spectacle, man.
But it wasn't entertaining spectacle. Is what you're saying.
It wasn't.
Spectacle can be cool if people enjoy it. Like, whoa, that was fun.
It would have been better if everybody in the crowd got a drink, but we don't want to just sit up there and watch you get drunk.
Look, that's what the people in the crowd was feeling too. You said
it's like, pass it. Pass the bottle, man.
But here's the last thing I'll say is, what do you expect to get when you go to a Rick Ross show? I don't know very much about French Montana or any of his songs. I won't even speak negatively of him because I don't have any context. So I'd be lying.
I just thought they had turn up music. That's all. I thought Dade County. I thought go crazy. So
I mean, I get that Rick Ross is not our favorite or whatever, but like, to just objectively speaking, like, he does have these big cinematic beats and yeah, these big sort of anthem-y sounding songs that theoretically should sound fucking good in an arena or something.
If you're rapping,
right?
If it's
right.
Just playing,
well, I mean, so in a you ask, what do you expect? I mean, we should expect that. We should expect a good execution of his good songs, loud and large, like him, like his persona.
Well, here, rap fans, at this day and age, here's what you need to do before you fucking buy tickets to a show and get disappointed. Just look on YouTube on at the last shows that they did, so you can see what you're gonna get. So don't be
Rolling Loud is like
surprised.
that too. Rolling Loud's happening. Same thing. These people that go viral online, it don't translate to the real stage. It's bad. It's really bad up there. They're just up there performing their ad libs.
Right?
And that ticket's like 325 or something like that. So you're paying, but they expect you to perform for them. It's a lot of just holding the mic out. Like your turn, but it's always going to be your turn. It's never my turn today. It's your turn the
Well,
whole
look,
time.
if you pay the money, you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
So this
And
is
I get it, man. Like just have your own songs too. Like most of them songs on that verses was features to where you hear the song and you're like, "Oh, that's a Jay-Z feature." That's actually Jay-Z's song. You're just on his song. So they didn't even put out the set list right, man.
well, what this does actually make me think about is it makes me rethink and revisit um, my cheapness on
Why?
because I do want to see an enjoyable show. I'll say specifically for this upcoming Genius show at the Airport Tavern. I saw they added Bruce Leroy. Cylon is his DJ.
Yeah.
And he did say on our show that he recorded. I'm the first person to record Darnell. So I've revisited my interest in going to see that show because I know Jizz is not going to do that. And he's got fucking complicated raps. It's not club anthem. He's coming with bars. So.
And he's got the breath control to do it.
Yeah, so I've rethought about checking out that show.
Me too. I'm thinking it looks when I saw that it had a good opener, I was like, well, maybe that would be cool.
Yeah.
Got to check out the wallet situation. Because what is it, a hundo?
I thought it was $50.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, well, we'll definitely revisit that when because that's in like July, right? The end of July.
No, it was like I thought it was like May 14th or something, like coming up.
Oh shit, May 14th is
like next
this
week.
week.
Yeah. I was this ain't a topic, but while you look at the date, I was just gonna say I was listening to the radio this week in my car, just cruising around like with the, kid driving kids to birthday parties and stuff, and like I noticed that like they have taken Diddy off of like Mo Money, Mo Problems, and another song. It's just the song is just like because Diddy's got the first verse, it just goes Mace, Biggie, done. So yeah, I just noticed that.
And you are right, it's Thursday, the 14th.
What time's the show start?
Says 8.
Damn. Wish it was early. A little bit earlier. I don't want to stay out late.
All right, well, if I decide to go, I'll have a report for you guys next week. We'll see.
Yeah.
Well, let's continue on the live show narrative. What's your report for the E40 and Tech 9?
Well, it's kind of a fun thing. Like, shout out Double B. Had him on the show before. He got married. He's getting married, and he's having a bachelor. He had a bachelor party, and part of it was going to that show. And I didn't get a ticket and it was sold out. So I like went on SeatGeek and found a ticket for $75. They're originally just 55, the general admission ticket. So it was like, somebody getting 20 extra bucks. I thought that was fair, you know, sold out. So I bought it. And SeatGeek does give you a guarantee that if you get a bunk ticket, they'll reimburse you, but they don't guarantee that the ticket will get you into the show. You know what I mean? They just guarantee you your money back. So people can put a fake ticket on SeatGeek. It doesn't happen a lot, but like it is possible. So it's like whatever, and then they make you print off your ticket like it's like 1999 on the internet. So I was like, you never know, you never know. You just got this paper Xerox copy paper in your pocket all day long, already worried about if it's a bunk ticket, and now it's just getting torn down, barcoded, eroded in my pocket all day long. But it was cool. It was just down at the Temple Theater, so I just took the light rail down there, and it looked like a Tech Nine show. Like the people walking around it definitely had a strange music chill to the air walking around. But I was standing in line. I had to stand in line just to get in, and I saw E40 walking down the street with a bodyguard, and I think it was D Shot. So I knew he was in town. I knew it was about to go down. So I just stayed in line because I don't like standing in line. I'd rather just chill, watch the line go away, and then go in. But he was telling us he was about to go on, so I stood in line and got in there, and he did a lot of the thing where some of his songs are so big that the crowd does overtake. It's the crowd rapping it, and so he does do a lot of that, but it's not tacky. It's like everybody's dancing and having fun. And I know how big 40 is, but like I don't think I recognized how many actual like big crossover hits that man has. You take I don't know if he's got songs with like freaking Bruno Mars or something, you know what I mean? And obviously he just raps his verse, but you're like, damn, that is a 40 song. Like that song's huge. And but he did a lot of the old. He went all the way back. He did songs from the Click and Game Related, and it was just him and Tech Nine, no other performers. So they each performed a good 45 minutes to an hour. And D Shot was his hype man. And yeah, man, he looks good for close to 60 probably. And then Tech Nine is I think is 60 or very very close to 60 or something. And he's rapping, no background vocals. He's loud. He doesn't move around a lot, but he's loud and he's got things happening around him. But you could tell like once 40 got done rapping, it just was like Tacoma turned into like it's a strange music show. It is. It's just not necessarily what you might see at a typical hip hop show. It has its own group of folks there, and they are really there, big, to where it's like, wow, these people never seen Tacoma like quite so strange musicy. But it was fun. It was a cool mix, to see sort of like the old school West Coast 40 people kicking back after watching the strange music people while out. And yeah, it was cool. I don't know why the Temple Theater doesn't do more shows, but it's cool to do a show, see a show in there, because they keep it theater style. There's a couple of rooms open with just couches and lounge chairs and people taking a seat, having a sit, just ladies taking off their uncomfortable shoes and just sitting down in these big comfortable chairs. You could bring your drink over there, kind of like a hotel lobby, with rooms in it. And there's those 2 stories, so you can walk up and down, and you can get a drink and just do a lap and just see everybody, and it's cool. It's kind of like a club and a show, because the whole theatery, Temple Theater lobby-ish part.
How many people do you think that venue holds?
I'd say under 5,000, but over 2, maybe. Is my guess.
Okay, that's good. A good amount.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and I think it was just a one-off. I was just looking around. I didn't see him like performing in Portland, or I think there's just a promoter in Tacoma that works with the Temple Theater and does a big show there every year. I have to see who's on the flyer for promoting. But yeah, it was cool. I just walked home. The light rail was done running. It was warm. It was peaceful.
Google Copilot says 1,620 people.
All right. Well, I was wrong.
Oh, to me, that's pretty close. I mean, you said about above 2,000, but that's close.
Yeah.
To me, that's a relatively...
It's a small venue when you really think about that. If it's 1,600 is... I mean, that's a lot of people, but that's not
extraordinary.
You can't have somebody really big there.
All right. Well, we got a few additional topics to go through, but I don't want to leave out. I don't want to overload our front end, so I think we'll cut to our music break time. We got some more month of May to check out some new joints, and then we'll return to round out our last couple topics. What do you say?
All day.
All right. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. We don't qualify for the hype. We need more subscribers for that. But we jumping right into it. We got 10 minutes of music for this halftime break. It is the Build and Destroy show. We'll be right back at you here momentarily.
Hold up the rap.
Mic check, mic check. Signing in, mate, signing in like that. It's nice outside. Passionately passing on the spliffs. Naturally the actions as I drift. Heartbroken but the R smoking. Evoke what I wrote with pen. Glass of red as I cope with the grin. Nestled in between what I wrestle in my dreams. Guilt redden off the scale, hitting real rhythms. New chapters and new laughter. Laughing in the face of lewd rapture. Skewed factors. Poetry is woe is me. No in a bottle. Floating at sea. The gold doesn't glow what's received. I exude a dialect with my entire breath. Rewire my steps inspired by the rest. Twisting at my hearts like pliers in the chest. Radiation feeding my flesh. Trial by fire, we gon' see who's left. We adapt seeing raps, playing raps, being asshole. That's so. And we adapt seeing raps, playing back to being that cold. That cold. We depths, seeing raps, fleeing raps, being that soul. That's all. That's all. Me depths, seeing raps, fleeing back to being that cold. That cold. Shit got clicky before I moved this way. Some of the worst moments of life created in the space. Love and hate relationships and shaking fists. The so-called good ones get the manipulation quick. Dark scribe with arsenic in my archives. Life is over if the art dies. Stark contrast in these harsh times. I am for empathy in my brain chemistry. Change the industry with self-described avant-garde linear speech. Quasi-quarter with my thoughts on aqua motocross slow-mos. Lot of ups and downs, you ain't no. Fuck the FOMO, it's no fear we're moving dolo. I'm in the outer of the inner streets. Non-prodigies or dinner feasts. Strategizing on a home while the rest of them cannibalize their own. It's learned trauma, pause for the concern karma. Me a depth, seeing raps, fleeing raps, being that soul. That's so. That's so. Me a depth, seeing raps, fleeing back to being that cold. That cold. That cold. Me a depth, seeing raps, fleeing raps, being that soul. That's so. That's so. Me a depth, seeing raps, fleeing back to being that cold. That cup, get it. Seen as being with the knack of the natural. Grounded like the energy the grass holds. You try to grasp hold, but that's rap, folks. But what to do when the latch broke? Cataclysmic battles with the shrapnel. Added the last bowl in the pipe for the soul plate. This should be fly if it goes right. Half determined a whole night. Daft discernment is all hype. Promotional pieces with the tattered bi-coastal thesis. Wise goat till the final releases. Cerebral spinal fluid unleashes the activation of proactive nations. There's growth and resistance. These dark ages produce the monster of melanin. My usage is intelligent. Conducive representative, stepping tentative while I exit through the entrance. You're entranced by the pen dance.
Yeah, the month of May, 2026, Build and Destroy show. Put the echo in my voice. Where's the echo at? Echo. Build and Destroy show. Where's the echo in my voice? Month of May. 2026. Check it out right now, soundcloud.com/May. See, I put the automatic echo in my voice. What's next?
We ain't got no money, honey, but we got rain.
I didn't know I was doing it like that.
Call it the greenhouse effect or whatever.
Welcome.
But it just doesn't rain like it used to.
Signing in.
I particularly remember the rains of the Depression era. There wasn't any money, but there was plenty of rain. It wouldn't rain just for a night or a day. It would rain for 7 days and 7 nights.
Your hands off me.
At a bed in my head, I'm hearing melodies. No longer buying bullshit you telling me. I ain't getting mad, yo, I'm getting free. I ain't getting mad, yo, I'm getting free. At the bed in my head, I'm hearing melodies. No longer buying bullshit you telling me. I ain't getting mad, yo, I'm getting free. I ain't getting mad, yo, I'm getting free. Rainy days gave the puddle for these tears. Gray clouds tend to huddle when I'm near. Yo, take me out to the city, I need outdoors. New favorite thing is laying on the couch, boy. The non-hermit and divine serpent. Also Kundalini recipient during life circus. All it takes is a nice meal to get me over rainy days in this lifestyle. Rainy days gave depression to the ghosts. Supplement vitamin D just a cold. Friends invite you, then leave when you're broke. Seem no longer excited, seasoning the smoke. These rainy days exceedingly feed the seed till I flow. Recognize the reckless ties and correct my vibes. Precious high lessons have arrived. At the bed in my head, I'm hearing melodies. No up buying bullshit, you seldomly. I ain't getting mad, yo, I'm getting free. I ain't getting mad, yo, I'm getting free. Head, I'm hearing melodies. Used to buy the bullshit, now I seldom leave. I ain't getting mad, yo, I'm getting free. I ain't getting mad, yo, I'm getting free.
It's the month of May, 2026. Build and Destroy show.
And the rain came down thick and mean and steady, and you heard it banging against the roofs and into the ground. Waterfalls came down from the roofs, and there was hail, big rocks of ice, bombing, exploding, smashing into things, and the rain just wouldn't stop.
Build and Destroy show.
Month of May signing in like that, Month of May sign.
Yeah. This is WBAD, broadcasting live on a Sunday afternoon from Wicked's living room.
Check it out. Supreme mathematician on a mission to clear up your trioptical vision. Subtraction, addition, multiply, and division. This a local edition of politrick and politicians. I hip you to the game, sit back and just listen. From city council to the auditor, down to the mayor, City Hall is that new devil's lair. From boardroom kickbacks, nerds and their big stacks, they disenfranchise with lies to cover up third eyes. City council's supposed to listen to our voice, our screams and our hollers, not the Pierce County Chamber of Commerce and their dollars. Now can you imagine someone like Victoria Woodard and Lauren Walker trying to stop and block low-income housing on Hilltop? There are prospectors trying to grab the land, bust the real meaning of the Hilltop sub-area plan. Hey yo, keep the crossover, they two-facing over their fucking gentrification. And the people organized for 12 sick days, sick of being a slave, sick of getting played, sick of working with the flu with 1 foot in the grave. But the council only gave you 3, cause they only listen to the business community. And the people fight now for that 15, yada the mean. But the council watered it down and only gave you 12 by the end of 2018. Miserable, measly misers make minimum wage. Before you even get that, your next paycheck is played. Purses and pockets full of posies, poison pennies, your wallet is dead. No roses, no bread, no si se pueda, si se pueda, si se pueda. Just thank you for your comment and we'll talk about it later. And the only one that even kinda listens is Anders Ibsen, and the rest of the council campaigned against him, conspired with his opposition, trying to knock him out his position. And do we get real police accountability? Hell no, just the corniest hip-hop video you could ever see. Maryland, Victoria, and the cops busting raps while pigs indiscriminately bust caps. No justice for Jackie, hope someone busts back. This council's full of sick women and ill men who never even fired Jared Williams over what he did to Monique Tillman. They've got no empathy for other people's children, and it's water is life. No dapple down at the Port of Tacoma where they sell off your water so now you sip melanoma. So you use the initiative process to protest using the only legal means given to you. But what does the council do? Well, they turn around, they sue you. And Julie Anderson disenfranchised them with voting misinformation mailed to your home. Catch her on the evening news sounding like leave me alone. Till it comes vote doesn't matter in a condescending tone. Politics, politricks, prosecutor linguists in the mix. Injustice for the 36, bully tactics, intimidation, campaign violations. Politricking politicians are pantsuits, power blazers, pumps, perms, placating and pimping. Politricking politicians was even Marilyn Strickland. Fuck out of here.
You're tuned in to WBAD Radio. It's a cloudy day here in Hilltop, Tacoma, Washington. You just heard Josh Riceberg spitting that heat over a May Dolly instrumental. And next joint we got for you guys is produced by Don James. So keep your ears locked right here on WBAD Radio.
Yes, indeed. We are back. The Build and Destroy show. Month of May 2026. My camera ain't turning on. All right. Well, we back. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Hopefully y'all are enjoying the halftime breaks. We're going to be expanding and expounding on those soon. Hoping to add some tracks to the rotation. with that being said, let's jump to our last hip hop specific. Well, no, not our last. The Action Bronson album. I didn't listen to the album, but I did watch the video with Rock Marciano, which I know both of you guys enjoy. I thought the video was not bad. I thought that they they went into the woods with a bunch of changes of clothing and jewelry and stuff. So I'm just thinking in my head, like, all right, you guys shoot this shot here. Now you got to change up your clothes in the car and come out for the next shot. That's all I was thinking.
Yeah, I thought, wow, those are some that's some nice jewelry out there in the woods.
Yeah, imagine being a hiker or a camper and saying, "Oh snap, is that? Oh, that's Action Bronson with a chainsaw." All right. No, great job, Action. I don't know if I can call it his best work, but he gets better in different ways every time. I love his he just picks really good beats, man. He doesn't forget about just the color and the landscapes of music. He could do the simple copy paste thing every time, but he's a texture guy, I can tell. And I commend him for using his creativity. He's been painting his own covers for gosh, I don't know how many years now. And I love how every album he's into something new. So this time around he's into his off-road bag. Like he bought the new Sequoia and he lifted it, and that's what he's doing right now. His videos is what he's doing in real life. And I like artists like that where he can't not bring his real life into his art. Whatever the album's talking about, that's what he's doing in real life. And shouts to him for that Triceratops single. I know I talked about it a while back, but him getting Lil Yachty and Paul Wall on a track, it's just he's good at creating an acid trip, you know?
Yeah.
He creates like musical acid trips where you wouldn't even thought those names could work on a track, but it does. And just the epitome of having fun. I think his albums, when you listen to it, you go, man, this dude really has fun with himself, and he ain't afraid to laugh at himself.
All right.
Yeah, I thought in that video he was like bringing rock into like his world of off-roading and chainsaws, and Rock was like, "Cool, yeah, I'll come out to the forest with you."
Yep. Yeah, like he's the one odd homie that
Rock was like, "Yeah, I probably have a cool pair of Timberlands or something I could throw on, like, and get out there, let him get a little muddy."
Yeah, like he's the homie that if he calls you and says like, "Hey, you want to kick it?" Just say yeah. Yeah, you don't know what you're gonna be doing, but you're gonna have a story.
All right. Good positive vibes coming from that. Well, HighRize, why don't you tell us about our day yesterday? Intro the day.
Man, we had quite the day over here yesterday, and so Watchatone. I don't know how, if they reached out to him or if he just happens to know this production company or something, but the big our Romeo on TikTok, the Dr. Pepper girl, Dr. Pepper, she's from Tacoma Hilltop, and she's like making music, and so she's shooting a video, and he hit me up. He was helping her scout locations or something, and wanted to shoot a scene in the backyard and like some stuff in the parking lot. and even have like the kids being parts of it. So it was like the day Eli was having his birthday party, or just having friends over. They were going to like Urban Air, and so we had like 3, 4 friends over here to be in the video, and yeah, sure enough, they came a few days before and kind of cleaned up the backyard a little bit and moved some stuff around, and and then they showed up when they said they would, and yeah, it was funny. Like, or this will kind of give you like a show you how kind of what it was like. Is, you know, Chandra was like, she's used, you know, I'm used to saying like, oh, somebody wants to come shoot a scene like in the backyard or the video. Like that's probably happened 8 times. You know, there's probably been some type of hip hop video thing done. So she's just thinking it's like a rapper and like another rapper with a
handheld camera, iPhone.
This was like a for real team with a vehicle and large lights and screens and soundboards, and you know, it was the most equipment I'd ever seen for a music video. And yeah, they did like a whole little barbecue scene. I was trying to think of, how does the song go? Do you remember? We only heard it a billion times.
They only played.
My kids can't remember. It's like, remember, it's like, they call me Big Romey because I'm the big homie. Then what does it say? Something, let a hood bitch show me. Do you remember?
No, because I wasn't in the backyard with you guys like that. You guys was in there. I was kind of out kicking it with the security dude and some of their other people that weren't necessarily working and like heavily involved. But I guess my input would be, first and foremost, I don't have TikTok. I had no idea. So Josh is trying to tell me, yeah, they're going to be shooting a video at my house on Saturday, because I had stopped over there on, I think it was Friday, to drop off Eli's birthday gift. He's like, yeah, they're shooting a video. Have you heard of the Dr. Pepper girl? And then his whole family, Eli, Tyler, they're all trying to explain to me, you know, the jingle, the Dr. Pepper baby, you know, the Dr. Pepper lady. I'm like, no, I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. So finally, Tala pulls it up on her phone. And I'm like, okay. She made up a Dr. Pepper jingle. And then there's the whole story that, you know, she blew up. I guess that original video is over 100 million right now. So I had no idea anything about it until that time, like 2 days before. So I rolled over about 3:30. And yeah, it was just a big production. Then they happened to have some sort of separate pop-up barbecue event in the parking lot the same day. That
True.
And I didn't realize we had pop-up barbecue places in Tacoma, but there was definitely a dude that showed up after the barbecue truck was gone. Like, is this the pop-up barbecue?
Damn,
like,
he was looking for it, huh?
Yeah, it was a white dude. He showed up. They're like, nah, they been gone. They was sold out. They had a line. So, but it was definitely a real production. They had, I'd say it was about 9 to 10 people. 6 had headsets, so it was more like leaders, and maybe 3 kind of younger helpers, assistants. They ended up, after shooting everything in his backyard and in the parking lot, they went down to stadium and did, you know, their final shots down at stadium, which was funny because there's people coming out of the building at 8 o'clock at night on Saturday. Like, first the janitor dude came out and talked to a couple of the video people, and it looked like he was cool. But then, like, at least 10 to 15 people came out of the building, and Josh was like, they probably were doing some sort of a tour, which I didn't know you could pay to do a tour of stadium. But yeah, I'm sure those people, they came out of the building, and there's this big video production going on. And they're like, what?
They're probably like, oh, it's someone else is shooting a movie here. 10 Things I Hate About You, part 2.
We definitely talked about how much we thought it would cost to rent the roof if we just wanted to shoot our own video. We got drones. We don't need a helicopter. But how much would Stadium charge us to rent the roof and do that? Shoot a video from the roof. I think Josh landed on 30,000. I think
That's
it would be
just my
less,
guess.
but I think it would still be worth it if they charged 30,000. I think they might say 20. But yeah, as far as the video goes, I think it's going to turn out to be a good video just from the level of all the equipment and things that they had. I mean, not that the equipment makes the video, but you don't get to having all that equipment unless you know what the fuck you're doing. So it's like kind of leads you to believe it's going to be a good product in the end. When it comes out, who knows? But
yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see because it'll be a good gauge on what the difference is between something like that versus something that we're used to. You know, how big of a difference? Could you quantify that difference in a dollar amount? And is it worth it? And it's just interesting to see.
well, I would think at this day and age, there's not really a dollar quantifiable amount, because that number of people that they had is going to be expensive, and you could definitely probably achieve that same quality with less people and using new tools and AI and all types of shit. But I think it's more about it's like when we talk about or when older folks talk about analog versus digital. Like, I don't know what it's like to record on a DAT tape. So I can listen to interviews and kind of understand, but yeah, we'll see the end product and we'll get to judge it based, we'll be able to judge from there. But this brought me to... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, did old girl have the soda on deck? Is she just...
Yes, I have some still. I got cases. She left me cases in the backyard.
Right on.
Yeah.
We did give her the Hilltop shirt. Again, I didn't never heard of this lady until 2 days ago. But when she says Hilltop in the song, I'm like, man, I should go home and get a shirt. So Josh did the hard work, and he was asking like the manager dude, like, what size? So I drove home. I'm looking. I'm like, oh man, I don't have that size, but I have one below and one above, but not that size. So it all worked out in the end. We got her a shirt, the Hilltop special size. So we might see that in a TikTok video at some point.
True. That would be big. That's the one thing I wanted to do that I forgot to do is I wanted to talk to that guy that was managing her and just see if, is he just her friend? Is there a talent management company up here? Cause I mean, I think that could not be a fun job if the talent you were managing was all grouchy and stuff. But if it wasn't and they were chill, that could be a great job. And I mean, I kind of have done stuff.
She definitely seemed like
she was literally one of the most chill human beings I've ever seen just move on this earth.
For real.
Like,
and she was nice.
So
come on,
nice.
She's a star at this point.
So nice. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to her in terms of just being down to earth and cool with the kids, just cool with the crowd, just very just chill and humble and quiet, and that's definitely what they were like. But yeah, I wonder if they've got other clients, or I wouldn't mind managing.
Well, Tiani is needing help at this point beyond like she's ready to try to elevate and step her stuff up beyond what I can actually, do. I'm not a professional. Matter of fact, we're going next Sunday before the show. We're going to record with Mac Drees.
Oh yeah.
So I booked her another session for next week, next Sunday. Cause she said she got songs. She's ready. She's cranking them out and trying to get them done.
Should we try to get together next Sunday and rehearse?
Well, y'all would. I mean, it'd have to be here, because like I said, her studio is 11
this Sunday.
3. Yes, 11 to 3.
What do you think, May? Would you feel like coming here, or should we try to come down there maybe Saturday or something? Because you got to come up here for the show too. So I mean, I don't feel like you should have to come up here.
Yeah, when is the show day again?
Like June 6th, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
June 6th.
Yeah.
So we got
pretty
much 4 weeks.
Yeah, that would help me. I mean, otherwise I'd have to get some gas money together.
Yeah. What if we went down there on the Saturday, Wicked, on the 16th?
Yep, we can do it.
All right.
Well,
I think we should.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. It's in my calendar.
Well, and talking about this video shoot, we were talking about kind of celebrity, and in this day and age, she is a newfound celebrity, but probably just bigger in the eyes of the kids. Like seeing her, and they were in the video, so they're gonna have mad popularity and bragging rights when that video comes out. But that made me think, well, two things. I'll start with what was the biggest celebrity you ever met or seen and were like starstruck by?
Basically, who's the most famous person we actually saw in real life?
Or it couldn't even, maybe it's not the most famous. Maybe it's when you met them, you was like, whoa, that's so-and-so. They might even be someone that no one else knows. Like some underground rapper you could have met and you're like, man, he was so cool. I remember that. It struck me, but I might not necessarily know who the fuck you're talking about.
There's some crazy people that bugged me out randomly, just totally randomly. I was walking down Fifth Avenue in New York City, and I just looked right next to me, and the person walking next to me was Reverend Al Sharpton. Think about that.
That's a good one.
I even tried to see
That's a good
him.
one.
Yep, there he was, walking next to me, little tiny guy. I talked to Dennis Rodman in Disneyland. I seen MC Hammer in an elevator in the old Sheraton Hotel in the Tacoma Dome, or in Tacoma. I saw Magic Johnson jogging on a beach in Hawaii.
Listen, I did not fucking plan this shit or set this up.
I performed poetry at an event and met where Sean Penn was speaking, the actor. I met Chuck D. Busta Rhymes.
Like, there's gonna be some more that pop up. He's gonna remember.
Yeah.
What about you?
Those are big ones. I met DMX, Redman, Method Man.
You met everybody.
Yeah.
What about you, man?
Shoot, I met quite a few, but the ones that really gave me the jitters or the fan out was probably Gary Payton, KRS-One, and Paul Stamets, the mycologist.
Oh, the mushroom guy?
Yeah.
I met KRS-One. That's a good one. He's big.
Yeah, Paul Stamets was the one I didn't plan on getting like that, but it felt like I was meeting Michael Jordan when I met him, just because how big of a figure he is in mycology and just fungi research. And this was way before Joe Rogan and just anybody really knowing him, because he's actually located out here near me. So
he used to go talk at like Marlene's and stuff.
Right. So he frequents some of the local businesses, and I caught him eating lunch one time. And he's wearing his little mushroom hat, and I didn't want to ruin his meal, but I did make sure to...
I met Woody Harrelson. I remember that. That was a big one. Rick Steves. I met Rick Steves. He's famous because all that international travel. He's more famous than you think.
Oh yeah, he got the travel guides. Come on, he was an early promoter of.
Yeah. Oh. All right, sorry.
I ain't met nobody. I seen people before, but I never shook their hand. I think the first celebrity I only seen a couple. It was Bill Bellamy. And it was in Eastern Washington. We were on a soccer trip. So I had to be about 12 or 13 maybe.
You think he was doing some comedy shows?
Probably. Traveling or something. I mean, I'm sure he wasn't just staying out there. I want to say he was either Yakima or Spokane or something like that. Or Pasco. Matter of fact, it might have been basketball, not soccer. Because I don't think we went that far for soccer. But we went far for basketball. So yeah, I think it was Pasco. And it was a Dairy Queen. I remember that. He was in a Dairy Queen. And I seen him. And I was with... the homie Jeff Ray, who I'm pretty sure his mom was who drove us out there, and Josh Albert, and I was like, that's Bill Bellamy over there. I was like, nah, that's him right there. I mean, they went over and got his autograph. I just chilled out. Like, that's one thing the few celebrities I did see, like, that's why I never shook their hand, because I was always. I'm gonna fall back and let you guys.
Molly Ringwald. I met Molly Ringwald.
He's gonna just keep remembering shit.
That's big. Because of the whole, Sweet 16, Pretty in Pink, kind of childhood crush type of thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was at Great Wolf Lodge one time, and Isaiah Thomas was there, standing in the wave pool, looking. He's just sitting there like all the kids rushed him, and that was the one time I was like, I'm not gonna go rush him. Like, he's here with his family. He just wants to cool out. But yeah, he's signing shoes and all that. And
Oh wow.
that one was just so random.
Yeah, I guess I bet Sean Kemp before.
Gary Payton, it was hard to get like fanned out around Gary Payton because it just felt like he's kicking it with your uncle, man. He's so down to earth and chill that he didn't give like celebrity vibes. It was so down to earth that we was getting drunk together, just kicking it.
He passed you the blunt.
I met Capadonna and
Basically.
Inspector Deck and Master Killa, Warren G, Joel Ortiz, Sin Dog from Cyprus.
Crazy.
We're gonna have to go through this list. Chop this up. Where's our clip guy at? It said we need
Sir
a
Mix a
clipper.
Lot. He's famous. I met him.
We need
Hella.
a clipper.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, my last thought came out around that when we were talking about it yesterday and how the kids thought they were, or we were, like the kids are going to use this for social, currency for sure. And then HighRize brings up a story about himself, about when he became cool. Why don't you tell the story?
All right. Well, I was in 10th grade, and I had my 9th grade year at Stadium. I mean, it was fine, but like nothing great happened to me per se. I was just there trying to swim through that big old pond. And but I had some friends in the 10th grade, and it was for right when homecoming starts. So it was like the beginning of the year, like the first couple football games when they're doing like the homecoming. And so they were doing like homecoming week and like the big pep assemblies and stuff. And one of the kids I knew was on student government, and asked me to do like the skit, and it was like a battle of the decades thing. And I had the 70s, which was perfect for me because I could like pop lock, but I didn't really have any dope ground moves. So I got to just stay upright. And they gave me like 30 seconds. I can't remember what the skit was, but like my part was I just blocked everything else. My part was to just dance. I had like 30 seconds. I had the clip of the song, and I was so nervous and stuff. I didn't just like practice a few times, make sure like I had some good moves. I choreographed the shit to the second out of this routine, and I packed as many dope moves, synchronized, choreographed into it, and then I practiced every day, for weeks, and I had it down so cold, and I had a wig on. I had this black turtleneck, like disco turtleneck, hella tight, all tight on my arms, so my waves were, and then I had some big ass ridiculous bell bottoms. They found me in Goodwill, and I just wore like some old school like Stan Smiths, some sneakers that somebody like some real 70s sneakers. And I went out there and I pop locked my routine, and it was just like the combination of I was really little. Nobody really knew who I was. I had it down so proper, and the school just went crazy. And it was like an immediate from where I was at. It was like lit for real. After that, like not even the next day, not even on the bus, but literally just once that was over and I went back to sit down, it was never the same. It was just like I have friends and people were looking out for me, and it was a blessing, honestly.
So I asked you, I bring his story up to ask, do you have any sort of similar story where you feel like things just changed, like you weren't, like you elevated or got accepted or you became cool?
Yeah, ciphering at the school, going from the dude that was told, man, I never heard you say one sentence this whole school year, to people listening in on the ciphers and hearing the rhymes and then going like, all right, basically you're in now. And yeah, just I don't know, man. I tried to stay out of the way on purpose, but I think once I was able to just open up my mouth and get my words out, I got the love of the people because they thought I was just a mute, you know?
Hmm.
But after that, they're like, oh, this dude does talk.
Dope.
That's a good one.
So both of you guys have hip hop
Oh,
experiences.
and I don't know, just seeing the kind of chicks that I could take down in high school. I think that did it too. They was like, yo, how's the silent assassin getting these? So that did a lot too. I don't know how you doing it, but props to you, man. I'm gonna start hanging. I want to know what you doing. How are you doing this?
Let me say that my 30-second dancing wasn't cool enough to actually get me any chicks. It just got me some friends. So I was yet to achieve that level of cool for quite some time. But that's okay because there's levels, you know?
Yeah.
You can't always be at the mountaintop perusing with the beautiful ladies. Sometimes you and your
Right.
friends just gotta hang out. And I wasn't, I was just happy to be at that, get some new friends. That felt like the top of the world for me. That's what I needed.
I had like a weird Jerry Springer thing going on in the front of my school where chicks was fighting each other, and I was kind of just standing there in the middle of them, and people's like, "Yo, they fighting over you, really?" So yeah, that it did a lot. Like it put me on Front Street.
You guys are hilarious.
Do you have a when you became cool story, Wicked?
I don't.
You're still waiting for it.
I'm still waiting. I haven't made it. I know I can say there's been moments to where if you think of the levels where you say there's levels to it, I've made incremental steps within the same level. Haven't made it to the next level yet, but I probably performing has
I was gonna say I've
done the
seen you.
most for me.
I've seen you become cool. I've seen people not know who the fuck you were, and then after a show, be like, "That guy is freaking nice."
You know,
Oh, that's
agree.
that's the closest. I don't think it's made me
that's
cool
one.
yet, but it
That's
makes
one.
people like, hey, maybe
That's why we do this shit, to be cool for the hip hop community in our city. So
you know,
to achieve that, to win people over that are watching you with the mindset that they don't want to give that to you.
you know,
There's something about this that where I'm saying he's not cool.
Yeah,
And
no,
then
I mean that's that.
And then you rap, and then they're like, "Whoops, boy,
Well,
was I wrong."
Well, there's still those folks that were there the first day that I ever hit the stage that will not give me no props, and they've seen it
Well, there's more that will, so don't.
I'm not hung up on them. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
as far as what you guys are talking about, the achievement of the the actual change you can see in how people, the general folks, look at you. You gain friends, or you're able to get more bitches now. Whatever the change is, there is a recognizable moment. For me,
I
it's
seen
been
some.
more smaller.
I seen some ladies wipe your brow after a show,
Yeah.
during a show.
Yeah.
That's
That
performing.
that is that. That table of ladies could have been
Yeah.
your table of ladies.
And there was people with unwiped brows right around you.
Yeah. We were all wrapping our asses off.
Yep.
So your brow was chosen.
Yeah, you had the driest brow. You know?
Listen, I know that is my best opportunity to gain coolness. That is why I spend so much time focusing on trying to develop, put together shows. Let's get to this rehearsing next Saturday. Like, I know that this is my best opportunity. That's especially with now. I'm not, single-handed. I'm not going up. It's a good mixture. We all got different styles, and our impact is significant, especially if we actually put in that extra practice work. Man, we do this. I looked up this cabaret cafe too. Looks very interesting to be
the one that we're going to.
I mean, the only one came up on Google.
The Rise and Shine, the Rise in Parkland.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is, dude. They got crazy food
all
and
ages.
Yeah. They got crazy food and like drinks too, with like herbs and like I ordered a smoothie and it took fucking 20 minutes to make. It was like a science experiment. It's going through cheesecloths and ginger extracts and soaking it, and
that's one of the perks of being near elevated college campus. Is those types of storefronts, and they're catering to those students that will buy that shit and are looking for it. But yeah, it's definitely interesting. I realize the homie that does the fire gypsy. Hope I'm saying Fire Gypsy on Instagram. I hope I'm saying that right.
I remember him.
He was at Totalua's memorial. But apparently that's like their home base.
It's a cool street. It's chill.
Well, yeah, that area, I always thought it was a cool area. Cause I've been out there carless, on the bus, walking around. I don't fucking go to PLU.
The Forelli's over there, it's cracking.
I never been to that one.
It's
but
like
it is always busy right there.
It's always busy. I don't think there's another bar, so I think that is where like the juniors and the seniors go to drink.
Oh no, I think there's a couple little smaller spots around.
Some of those restaurants have bars, but like, that street, that Garfield Street, it doesn't have like a true tavern or like a college bar on it. It's just got nice restaurants and a coffee shop. There's like sushi,
Yeah, but I mean, it's right there on Pacific.
You venture down Pacific, find all kinds of watering holes, but I don't think those are necessarily marketed for PLU kids.
Well, how was the one last week? Because it was last Sunday, right? Or did you go?
Which one? What do you mean?
Seven the Panthers. I thought the last show. No, it was last Sunday.
That's the one. Well, I did it. Yeah, there.
Oh, that's what you were saying when you had your smoothie.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was nobody there, but it was cool. It was chill. It was like all you would need is 20 people in that venue, and it would be standing room only.
Ooh.
And it sounded good, and the sound system was good.
Do you know if they have more than one mic?
They did. They had 3.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Can you see my eyebrows moving?
Yeah. So, yeah, if just a handful of people, if 20 people came, it would be like it would be a dope little hip hop show.
Well, look, maybe can you reach out to Seven the Panther and just ask him who he has planned to go on? Because I think Tiani's still undecided since I told her it was just a hip hop collective.
Yeah, it's just him and I know who it is because I think it's the same bill. It's just him and like three dudes from his crew basically.
Okay.
Mojo Barnes, like a younger guy. Soul the Interrogator, this older cat from Everett, I think. And I think they're in a crew called like the Sound Chamber Collect or okay. Sound Chamber or something. But and they have songs together, you know what I mean? But it'd be basically if like you, me, and AWOL like booked a show, but all did different sets. Okay. All 4 of us or something, instead of trying to do one together.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to next Saturday. We can get this rehearsal in.
Yeah.
I'll be writing on the Rap House joint, because May's focused on his month of May stuff, so we don't get him overburdened trying to come up with another verse to finish out, give us another rounded out song. But with that being said, I would hope that he does the hook for that song when we perform it.
Okay, yeah, we can. I'll write to it. Should I write to that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because ultimately, we can always flip any of these beats and extend them. The beat just came as a 2-verse beat.
Yeah.
And actually, it's one 16 verse and then one 14 bar verse. So it's not even equal, but we could always, manually extend it or reach out. That particular beat is Anaxagoras. So, yeah, when it comes down to making the actual recording, we can manipulate it to shoot. If
not the run it back one though.
No, the run it back, that one's more
the 3-man one.
Yeah, the 3-man. The run it back is more space for you and AWOL. Whether you guys are gonna go back and forth like me and May, or you just do your own 16, it don't matter. I think it'll fit well anyway. But there's enough for 2 other verses in that one.
Got it. Okay.
All right. Well, shoot.
Oh yeah, yo.
Any final words for our audience? May you always have something positive to leave us with.
Shoot. This time around, I don't got much to say. I would just say, it's
Tune
more
in
so
to
advice.
Mouth of May.
No, it's more so advice. Whatever I say is stuff that I want us to use too, but just make sure you get good sleep. Riseberg talks about these late nights and stuff. let's not forget good sleep, good food. With this tour that we got coming up, we ain't gonna be nothing without our regimen. So I don't know. I just want us to sleep well and eat good food and stay hydrated, man. I don't want us to yeah, I got all these rhymes and I'm ready, but my chi is down. So I want us to have our libido up and our chi up. And I want that for all of my people I love. Just don't run yourself dry, man. If you're tired, take a nap. If you're thirsty, drink some water.
And if you're scared, go to church.
That's it.
I like that. My only attitude would just be prepare for opportunities, because when opportunities come, if you're not prepared, you miss them. There's nothing wrong with being a prepper. So it doesn't have to be for doomsday. It could be for, a happy day. But if you're not ready to take advantage of opportunities that show up, like, HighRize, helping facilitate a handoff of a T-shirt, or just to show up and be present, we got things in the crock pot cooking with the bay leaf. So I just want to let you guys know I got 10 of these joints for painting displays. So when we put together this art build and destroy show pop-up event, that's for the big ones. I got a couple coming for the small ones for the table display. But these is for the big joints, to where we don't got to worry about, is there wall space? Nope. I got 10 tripods. We can set up plenty of paintings.
Have an outdoor show in the summer.
Whatever we need to do.
Yeah. That's lovely, man.
All right. We're going to end it there.
All right, y'all. See you
HighRize,
soon.
May Dolly, Wicked Meticulous. It's the Build and Destroy show. Make sure you tap in. We on here every Sunday around 5 p.m. We be live on the YouTube screets. Take down on the rest. Send it to your home folks. Tap in. We be back.